Welcome back to Midwest War Stories. This time we're going down south to Atlanta, which is starting to become dangerous for people from Chicago who moved there in the last 6 years. I'm starting to get the sense that Chicago may no longer be welcomed in Atlanta and that someone may have placed a hit on Doodie Lo. OTF's problems in Atlanta started around January of 2019 with Durk and King Von getting into a shooting that landed both of them in jail, and when they were released they had to stay away from each other, which ultimately became a fatal move, because with Von and Durk moving as a unit, they wouldn't be caught in the same situations. But with Von being the biggest name with separate entourages and him and Durk not being able to be around each other, essentially what Von said goes, which led to the three-piece he gave to Quando Rondo over the NBA Youngboy beef, and in response, Lil Tim shot Von multiple times at point-blank range. OTF returned fire and shot Lil Tim in the leg, but those OTF members were later shot by Atlanta police, and while one survived a headshot, he ultimately died later from medical complications. Atlanta is no stranger to outsiders. As detailed in the BMF series on Stars, Big Meech and Terry expanded their business to Atlanta and eventually relocated, which was met with a harsh, unwelcomed feeling. The same is being shown for Chicago since OTF came with Durk, his brother D-Thang, Von, Memo 600 at that point, and other members. They were tearing up the Atlanta streets with Hellcats and Trackhawks, and that left a bad taste in people in Atlanta's mouth. On top of all that, Doodie Lo was being falsely accused by his ex-girlfriend in Atlanta, FDN Bay, who alleged that Doodie Lo touched her son. Doodie Lo always denied it, and this became another dark highlight in the #MeToo movement, because people automatically wrote him off as guilty, and some still do. Even though FDN Bay was sued and arrested relating to the false allegations against Doodie Lo. Now you have Durk and Von getting locked up for attempted murder in Atlanta, Von being killed in Atlanta, and Doodie Lo being false accused in Atlanta, all in a matter of a few years. The writing on the wall just screams, leave Atlanta. But they choose to stay. This is ultimately why Chief Keef doesn't move around with Durk and OTF. Because once Chief Keef moved away to LA, he appreciated the ability to not get caught up in drama. He had a second chance at life and peace, and he wasn't messing that up for anyone. While Durk seemed to live his Big Meech mobster ways in Atlanta. After Von was killed, they messed with Durk until allegedly Durk retaliated against Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pob, who they say they weren't going for. That they were going for Quando but missed. Durk has since been arrested on those allegations and has been facing setback after setback. Block Munna Duke and Youngin was just killed not even a week ago, and guess who gets shot in Atlanta? That's right, Doodie Lo. He was shot allegedly linking up with a girl. Doodie Lo's track record with women is a bit sketchy to say the least. Maybe he is just really that green, but it's sad that he keeps getting put in these situations over a girl. But it doesn't seem like anything random. Quando Rondo's brother reportedly was celebrating the shooting and posted a photo of Doodie Lo's team asking to get his chain back. Could it have been a setup by Quando Rondo's brother? Could it have been a setup by Lil Pab's affiliates? With them making descriptions of how he was moving when he was getting shot, it would make you wonder? Or could Doodie Lo be trying to get his get back with asking them to get his chain back and he has some money for them? Either way, it's senseless violence that pretty much started over Durk and NBA Youngboy, who have both been in jail. Now, it's moved from them all the way down to their foot soldiers. Hopefully nothing else happens, but we all know that's not likely, and we will be here to cover it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Midwest War Stories.